I rise today to bring attention to an important issue that's gathering nationwide support, and that's repealing the export ban on crude oil. This week, I submitted an amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act that would, in fact, repeal the ban. While the amendment did not ultimately make it into the final bill, I'd like to take a moment to talk about the importance of lifting that ban. First, let's remember why the export ban was placed into law to begin with. Because of the OPEC oil embargo of 1973, Congress enacted the Energy Policy and Conservation Act, directing the President to ban crude oil exports. At the time, the ban served a purpose to keep our oil at home in order to reduce our exposure to wildly fluctuating markets at the time. Today, though, the ban has outlived its purpose. It's an antiquated policy that is now only serving to punish Americans and harm the Americans and punish the domestic production. For example, right now we allow Iran to export more oil from their country than we do from our own domestic producers. This is wrong-headed and is long overdue for a change. The ban should be lifted while leaving in place the necessary authorities to allow the President to act in an emergency and while preserving our strategic petroleum reserve. Some claim that gasoline prices would increase if the ban is lifted, but analysis shows that to be incorrect. It shows that prices will actually fall, reducing costs of the product that American families rely on every single day, which is another reason to support lifting the ban. In 2013, the United States was the #1 oil-producing nation in the world, surpassing Saudi Arabia and Russia, a fact that many thought impossible only a decade ago. Taking advantage of our nation's abundant resources by lifting the ban, in fact, lower gasoline prices, create dependable, long-lasting jobs, and help expand our energy supply, making our nation more energy independent. I urge my colleagues to listen to the growing voice of the American people. It is time to lift the export ban on crude oil. And I thank the gentleman from California, and I yield back.